What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video on a lot of different topics. So we're going to go over what Kevin Feige had to say about Keanu Reeves. We're going to go over what he had to say about if Marvel is actually at San Diego Comic-Con. We're going to go over what he had to say about Venom and Spiderman potentially meeting. So, over the last 24 hours, the press junket in UK was last night. So, the press asked Tom Holland, Jake Gyllenhaal, Kevin Feige, etc. a lot of questions about the future of Marvel. And whilst they couldn't spoil anything about Spider-Man Far From Home, there is a hype around it. So, what is good, YouTube? Warstu here. If you want to enter my latest giveaway for tickets for Spider-Man Far From Home, all you got to do is subscribe to this channel with notifications on and let me know down below how excited are you for the next Spider-Man movie and the last Marvel movie of the year, to what we can only presume the next movie will be the Black Widow movie, because that's the only movie that we know publicly that is currently shooting. So let's get into this. It's gonna be a long video, guys, but get some popcorn, strap yourself in, and let's break down the news really. So, Marvel at San Diego Comic-Con. So, in an interview with comicbook.com, Marvel studio president Kevin Feige said his team is almost there when it comes to talking about what is next for the MCU. Everyone wants to know what is next. Although we have an inkling of what is coming next, we don't really know what's coming next until Kevin Feige and Marvel actually tell us something proper. We don't know, do we? And he said this: as I've said for the better part of a year or two, we are waiting for EndGame and Far From Home to come out before we can talk about what's next officially, Feige said. So this is important, guys. There's lots of rumors, leaks. We are talking about officially. You know, officially, not leaked, not rumored, no BS, official news. Feige said Far From Home is almost out, but all will be revealed soon. Feige also went on to say they have plans to offer unique announcements for both San Diego Comic-Con on July the 18th, Hall 8, and Disney 23 Expo on August the 23rd, which is Disney's own expo, so you would presume more information about everything would be available there. While an official appearance hasn't been confirmed, Deadline reports that the Marvel Cinematic Universe will likely set up a shop at San Diego Comic-Con Hall H after taking a break last year. So we know that it is official, they are going to be at Comic-Con, but guys, there's no official information that we will be getting the full slate of what is coming up in Phase 4 at San Diego Comic-Con. There might be a load of articles, a load of videos, etc. about people saying that we're getting the full slate at San Diego Comic-Con. Well, if you've listened to literally what Kevin Feige said, he said there's going to be a unique announcement at both events. So they will not reveal the full slate at San Diego Comic-Con, regardless to what website, etc. tells you. He said unique experience at both events. So they're not gonna reveal everything at an event they are paying to attend. You know, they have to hire Hall H out time slots. It's not free. They are paying to go there. Where at Disney 23, there is people paying to attend that at their own event. So it makes logical sense to reveal more information at their own event that they actually own, and they aren't attending it because it's actually their own event. As for Disney 23, Marvel previously announced their Phase 3 film lineup, which began with Captain America Civil War in 2015 at the event. According to the website IO9, interestingly enough, one announced movie, Inhumans, never actually happened. Instead, the Superpower Society got a rough television adaptation that was cancelled after one season, Deadline report. We also happen to know how Marvel's Phase 4 could already start. Like I said, we know the Black Widow movie is filming. Scarlett Johansson is currently filming, so that makes sense that it will be the first movie in Phase 4, although it's a prequel movie. Although Kevin Feige hasn't actually confirmed this movie's even happening, even though they are already shooting the movie in Norway, I believe it is. And we know they will start shooting The Eternals later this year, with Angelina Jolie apparently being in the movie along with a big slate of big celebrity people, quite famous people, who have never appeared in the MCU before. And also, the Shang-Chi movie should start shooting this year in Australia as well. But just because these movies are shooting this year, potentially, the only one we know officially is actually Black Widow. But Eternals and Shang-Chi, the reports suggest they are going to be shooting later this year. which is interesting. So, this has been a breaking story for quite a while. I don't really understand where this is coming from. So, absolutely everywhere. YouTube, Twitter, websites, comic book website, Keanu Reeves confirmed to be in the MCU. Now, why I find this ridiculous and absolutely funny is because Kevin Feige has addressed it. But you do know, well, no, it's like no one actually knows this. Keanu Reeves was originally going to be in Captain Marvel before Jude Law was going to appear in that movie. That is why I find it very interesting that no one seems to know that Keanu Reeves was actually going to be in, Captain Marvel movie before he scheduled an issue or something like that to do with John Wick 3. So he actually couldn't do that, which is interesting. So, in another interview with comicbook.com, Brandon Davis, who is one of the best people in the industry, asked the question. A couple of actors I want to ask you about. Keanu Reeves, you guys talking to him for anything? ? Kevin Feige responds, we talk to him for almost every film we make. Feige laughed. We talked to Keanu Reeves about, I don't know, when, if he ever joined the MCU, but very much want to figure out the right way to do it. So, Kevin Feige is not confirming anything. If you see any other video, if you see any article or anything like that, Kevin Feige basically just said, in a nutshell, we want him in the MCU, but we have asked him for every movie we've made. I don't really believe that comment, to be honest, guys. Let's be honest. Comment down below. Love to hear what you actually think about that. It's up to Keanu Reeves. Now, there is rumors and suggestions that Keanu Reeves is going to be playing Warstu in the next Marvel movie. He's going to be playing Adam Warlock. I debunked that, but you're going to say, oh, it's not debunked now because he said this. But literally, he said, I don't know when, if, or ever he'll join the MCU. So he could be in the Eternals movie. He is rumored to be in the Eternals movie. He is rumored to be playing Wolverine. He's rumored to be playing every single character that is coming up in the next 5 years. So no, Kevin Feige factually did not say that Keanu Reeves has come to the MCU. He said, I don't know when, if, or ever he'll join the MCU. But we very much want to figure out the right way to do it, okay? So no, Keanu Reeves not confirmed joining the MCU, okay? Period. That is not factually correct. Keanu Reeves is having a very good year. John Wick 3, Toy Story 4. He's a character inside Cyberpunk 2077. The dude is absolutely smashing this year, and he's doing a lot of other roles. So I hope we have covered Keanu Reeves in the MCU confirmed. No, it's not confirmed. Keanu Reeves in the MCU ? That is better. So another one, pretty interesting. So Kevin Feige was asked if Venom would ever show up in Spider-Man. Now, why I find this is interesting is because Spider-Man might appear in the MCU, but Spider-Man is actually Sony movie, It was a Sony press junket. Sony published the movie. It's a Sony movie. So why you would ask Kevin Feige about Venom showing up in Spider-Man, I don't really understand why you would. So let's go over it. So in a recent question from Cinebland, I presume this is at the press junket, it doesn't actually state where it happened. Kevin Feige responded. Now this question was up with Tom Holland Spider-Man versus Tom Hardy Venom. Will they ever go up against? He says, I think probably it's up to Sony. Sony has both these characters, This is where people get confused that the MCU own Spider-Man. They don't own Spider-Man at all. They have a contract for him to appear in 3 solo movies and 3 team-up movies, and that will end with Spider-Man 3. And has Venom in their world. So Sony owns Spider-Man and also Venom. I don't know what their plans are for another Venom or if they're doing that, but it seems very likely at some point. Venom 2 will obviously come out because it made just a little bit less than Spider-Man Homecoming did. So Kevin Feige has not confirmed Venom, Tom Hardy versus Spider-Man, Tom Holland at all. He's just saying it's up to Sony. But I'm presuming because Spider-Man is technically part of the MCU deal at the moment, that whatever happens in Spider-Man 3, obviously we don't know. No one knows anything. We don't work on the scripts. No one knows anything like that. But you would perceive that Sony and Marvel could have a contribution of the storyline of the main narrative towards whatever is happening. So obviously we know Spider-Man Far From Home. The early reactions are amazing. They always are for Marvel movies. And you got a lot of critics going, yeah, they're just saying it's the best Spider-Man movie ever because they got invited to watch the movie early. Well, that's not really how things happen. I've been to a lot of press screenings and you're not really forced to do anything. Like there's an embargo, the social media embargo lifted last night, which means you can say minor things, but careful spoilers, guys. There is literally 4chan and Reddit posts about everything. But like I say, guys, unless you've seen it, you don't know what if and how. What if what they're saying is actually true? So at press screenings, you are not forced to give something a good review. You don't have to. Like, they'd rather you give it a fair review, but it's just interesting. I've seen a lot of posts on Twitter of people going, yeah, it's just another boring generic Spider-Man video, and everyone's saying it's the best Spider-Man yet, but not really because they feel obliged because they got invited to a screener. That's not really how it works, guys. I mean, you're expected to put out some content as someone with a social media following, but you're not told to say, this movie's great or else we're going to get your press credentials and you're never going to be invited to another press event again. No, it doesn't really work like that. So the early reports, the early reactions for people that have watched the movie, they're positive. And to be honest, from what I've heard from people that watch the movie, it's pretty positive. I've not watched the movie yet. But obviously the review embargo will drop some point next week. I don't really know when it is. But whenever I do watch it, I will give it a fair and honest review. It's just a bit interesting that people are like, yeah, you got to watch the movie early, so you are told what to say, how to say it, and when to say it. No, you've got literally no idea. It doesn't work like that. There might be some corruption with some of the reviewers on Rotten Tomato, potentially. But personally, I've never experienced anything where it's like, you must give it a good review. Because let's be honest, guys, I went to see Justice League early, and the amount of people that stomp over Justice League and movies like that, and you can't really say the media is like, the press is biased. But let's be honest, guys, the press is a little bit kind of giving them a title that's above their pay grade, so to speak, because they say press, but most of the people that go to early screeners, they're not press. They've either got a blog website or something like that. Like, technically they're press, but it's not like they are the critic. It's not like they're getting paid £5,000 or something to review a movie. It doesn't work like that. If you're a YouTuber, obviously you put a video out and you get paid based on how well it does. If you work for a website, I presume you get paid annual salary. So it's not really like that at all. That's more in the gaming industry from what we've heard, with certain companies getting exposed and stuff like that. But no, guys, I don't generally think anything is ever fixed. But obviously Disney and Marvel movies never get slated, really. But then you look at Captain Marvel, the Rotten Tomatoes score was really bad on that movie. Yeah, it came out and smashed $1 billion in box office, which did better than literally every Marvel movie except for a good handful. So it is very interesting. So guys, like always, let me know what you think down below. But like we said, guys, we've debunked the Keanu Reeves confirmed story because all Kevin Feige really said was he wants him in the universe, but there's no contract, there's no talks. Well, there could be talks, but he said they haven't come to terms and conditions for anything. So he could appear in the Eternals movie. It would be pretty interesting if he did, because Angelina Jolie's rumoredly in that movie. And Angelina Jolie, rumored recently, asked Keanu Reeves out on a date, and he went on a date with her. So if that story's true, it would be pretty funny, seeing as they are getting to know each other, apparently. Okay, we don't really channel like stop talking about this kind of stuff, but that would be interesting. So like always, guys, please like, subscribe, and comment. There will be more videos coming shortly, so just stay tuned. All your comments down below. It's all pretty cool. Loving the feedback. We are gonna hit that 100,000 subscriber one day and get that YouTube plaque. So like always, guys, I love you guys. Love the support. I love the negativity, but please, if you're gonna troll me, be positive so I can improve as a person and a developer and a creator. Yes, I do develop. I can computer code and stuff like that. I meant a creator. So yeah, we don't normally edit on this channel. So yeah, I can grow as a creator if you give me positive feedback, guys. And if you do want to follow me on Instagram, it's at Warstu, always down at the bottom. I'm always doing Instagram stories, more about my personal life and shiz like that. And also, we are currently going to be starting a new channel called Warstu Vlogs. I'm very sorry that I've not posted on there yet. It's because on that channel, I want the video quality to be much better. It will be a vlog channel. It's not going to be a commentary channel, which is a lot easier to maintain. So like always, guys, please like, subscribe, and comment. I will catch you in another video very soon. Catch you later.